And welcome to my channel. In past, I've covered many topics in different videos related to the normal procurement system and some of the tools that are used in procurement. Some of different tools have been defined, including RFP, RFQ, PO, contract, and I've tried to explain them so that the viewers can understand what actually is the purpose of these tools and how they can be used. Today, I'm going to cover another topic that is very important part of our procurement system, that is a single source procurement. Normally, the organizations they do the procurement process through a normal SOP that includes getting quotations from at least three suppliers, making a comparative statement, and finalization of a vendor on the basis of price, quality, and lead time. In single source procurement, the case is totally different. In this case, there is no comparative statement made. There are not a lot of sellers of the product available, and the organization has to go with one particular supplier. The reason behind that could be that your organization can have a preferred supplier that you are going to go with. That supplier must be in a qualified list, and it will be used for specific items only. The price can be higher in this case, but the product that is supplied by the supplier can be of an intense nature or a unique nature. Or the other reason can be that there can only be a single source of this product in the market. The product can be good in quality, the price can be high, there would be no competition at all. The another reason why companies opt for the going with a single source can be an urgent need. In case there is an urgent need of a product by a customer or for the office purpose, and there's not enough time to go for the paperwork to make quotations, to get RFQs and other. In that case, companies do go for single source. Single source can be beneficial in many cases, that the delivery can be made in time. The payment, for example, if you have a good understanding with your supplier, you will not ask for the payment suddenly. If you have good payment terms with them, you can pay them later. It can reduce the overall work and effort, but the disadvantage can be that you can get a higher price. Obviously, the seller, which is a sole seller or a distributor of a product in one particular market, if there's no other option with the buyer, obviously the seller would be in a dominating position. In this case, seller will offer you whatever price he can, and then the buyer or your organization will have to go with that. The other case is, that can include single sourcing for the services as well. There can be a single sourcing for product as well as for the services. In case of services, in a particular market, if you have some different kind of services required which are of unique nature, and there is only a single source or a single supplier in a market who is selling those services, in this situation you are forced to go with a single source. These companies, can be of a very high values. They can have a large setup, they can have a good workforce, they can be financially very strong, because to become a single source and a sole supplier of one product in one country or a region, it requires a lot of prerequisitions. So in this case, these companies prepare themselves ready for any urgent requirement in related to product or a service. The procurement can get benefits from these. They can pay as per their ease in the cash flow. If you have a credit term of 30 to 60 days with the supplier, you can easily extend them, considering that you are providing them a good business value. So in this video, I've tried to explain these concepts and related to the single source procurement of product and services. I hope that everything is covered in this. In case of any question, you can just write them in the comment, and I'll surely get back to you. Thank you very much and have a good day.